guys, my name is Anastasia and welcome to English with LinguaTrip. Today's video is going to be for beginners. I will speak slowly so that everyone could understand me. Today you will learn 30 common English expressions for beginners. I will repeat them a couple of times and I want you to do that with me. Are you ready? Then let's get started.
Everything's in English.
All you need to know.
All right. How did you learn to speak English?
When you start a conversation, you may want to ask the other person, how are you? Or how are you doing? Once again. How are you? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
These expressions are quite neutral. If you want to be more informal, you can say, how's it going? How's it going?
How's it going?
Or how are things going? How are things going?
Sure, how are things going?
They all mean the same. They all mean, how are you? Or you can ask, how have you been? How have you been?
How have you been?
Can't complain. Can't complain. This is a typical answer to the question, how are you? Or how have you been? When your life is generally good, but without any major changes or successes.
Can't complain.
You can also ask, or maybe somebody asks you, how's your day going? How is your day going? If they're asking about today.
How's your day going?
And you can say, pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Or you can say, I'm good, I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, if somebody is asking you, then you respond and return the question. I'm good, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? So that you continue the conversation.
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
If you want to be even more informal, you can say, hey, what's up? Let's say it again. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
And these are some common responses to that question. Nothing much, nothing much.
Nothing much.
Or not much, not much. Do you notice that when we speak quickly, we don't pronounce that t at the end of the word? Not much, not much.
Not much.
Nothing, nothing. Don't forget about your friendly intonation. If somebody asks you, hey, what's up? And you say, nothing. Your conversation will finish there and then. If you want to seem friendly, use your friendly intonation. Instead of saying nothing, say nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Or you can say, oh gosh, all kinds of stuff. You can say this if your life has been busy or exciting or both recently. All kinds of stuff. Depending on your intonation, it can be good stuff or bad stuff. If you want to jump from elementary to intermediate in 30 days, join one of our most popular marathons. Learn how to overcome the language barrier and cover all your grammatical learning gaps. There is a link and a special promo code in the description box for you. If you want to end the conversation, you may say, I have to get going. I have to get going. Maybe you are late somewhere.
Well, I have to get going, Mr. McDowell.
Or, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go.
Time for me to go.
These expressions are polite and quite neutral. A more informal expression, but also polite, is I have to run. I have to run.
Sorry, I have to run.
Thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for your help. This is a very common and very useful expression. If you want to say thank you, but you think that just thank you is not enough.
Thank you both so much for your help.
Or you can say, got it, thanks. Got it, thanks. This is very informal and friendly. Got it, in this case, means you received the information or you understood something. Just, yeah, say, got it, thanks.
Got it, thanks.
Have a good day. Yeah, instead of saying goodbye, or if you need to end the conversation, say, have a good day. This works in any kind of situation.
Have a good day.
Or you can say, enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. It's a little bit more formal.
Enjoy your day.
Or you can say, good luck. Well, if the person who you're speaking with needs that, maybe somebody has an exam or something else, depends on the situation, you can say, good luck.
Good luck.
Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon. This expression is quite neutral and it doesn't really mean you will speak to that person anytime soon, but it's another way of saying goodbye or ending a conversation. Talk to you soon.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Great seeing you, or great talking to you. This is informal, but very common. Let's say this again. Great seeing you, or great talking to you.
Okay. It was great talking to you.
Catch you later, or a little bit faster. Catch you later, that you becomes yeah. Catch you later. Catch you later. This is an informal expression and it's also very fun.
Catch you later.
Now, the following expressions will be questions. I want you to look at these questions and notice which words jump to the front of the sentence when we ask questions. Let's have a look. Have you seen my car keys? Have you seen my car keys? It's a question in present perfect. Have seen. Have you seen? Have you watched the new Star Wars movie yet? Have you watched the new Star Wars movie yet? Again, a question in present perfect. Have watched. Have you watched? Did you say my name? Did you say my name? It's a question in past simple, and we have did at the front of the sentence here. Were you talking to me? Yeah, if somebody's talking and you're not sure, were you talking to me? It's a question in past continuous. Were talking. Were you talking? Or you can ask, will you call me tomorrow? Will you call me tomorrow? It's future. That's why we have will at the beginning of the sentence. Will you call me tomorrow? Of course. Call me maybe. If you're going to the cinema with somebody, for example, you can ask, will you be waiting inside or at the ticket booth? Will you be waiting inside or at the ticket booth? Will be waiting, right? It's future continuous, but will jumps to the front of the sentence. If you got a little bit confused in this last part about questions, I recommend that you click that link below in the description box and get your spot on our online marathon. In our marathon from elementary to intermediate, you will work through the material of 2 levels in 30 days. I mean, wow. This will be game-changing. It's all the information you need gathered in one place. I hope you found this video useful and you practiced with me and you repeated all the expressions. Don't forget to subscribe to English with LinguaTrip and I'll see you next Friday.